Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi. Pagi-pagi main udah. Kamu yang jangan lupa untuk sarapan. Cek suara dulu. Halo Emo. Kalau ada kesempatan bisa live pagi atau live pagi. Karena kan kemarin aku nggak malam nggak begadang. Ada jam pasti. Di live streaming ini, kalau live streaming, nah baru aku main game. Kalau aku nggak live streaming, aku nggak main game. Kopi dulu lah. Kopi. Suaranya baik-baik dulu bang, masih patah-patah. Masih patah-patah. Oh, karena kejauhan mic-nya. Ah, ini apakah sudah lancar? Cik, cik, cik. Cik. Tadi karena kejauhan. Nah, naiknya. Kali naiknya. Udah dibeli, cuman belum bisa diturunkan. Oh, Tio belum kemasukan. Udah. Kita main lagi. Lanjutkan. Belajar sama bot AI yang superstar. Ini kekuatan kolektifnya kok turun ya? Abang udah bintang 3 aja. Ini Persib Bandung ini. Logo Persib Bandung itu yang dipakai. Juara Liga Indonesia, Persib Maung Bandung. Persib Maung Bandung.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is.
Tanggal 21 bulan 7 ini bakal ada kejuaraan dunia eFOOTBALL di Tokyo ya. Jepang. Nanti kita bakal live streaming.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
Kalau nggak ada suara teriakan nontonnya, belum lah.
And this is now today's lineup.
Ini stadion Bandung Gelora apa? Bandung Lautan Api. Gelora apa nama stadionnya? Lupa.
Hakimi.
There's the whistle.
Oke, santai dulu.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Robertson is wide and looking to get onto this. Pirlo. He's looking wide. A good play on the left-hand side here.
Bagus Hakimi, bagus.
It's an early cross. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Hakimi. Van Dijk. Milinkovic-Savic.
Itu yang berbahaya.
Yildiz. A pretty loose pass. Roberto Baggio. And here's Torres. Pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's picked his way through. And here's Beckham. Fernando Torres. Gerrard. Foot in. And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Good, strong midfield running here. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Pirlo. Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank. Up front. Oh, just needed a better contact.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Pirlo. Now Roberto Baggio. Baresi. Adriano. Goalkeeper's ball. Beckham. Son Heung-min. Mbappe. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's Son Heung-min. Maldini clears it away. Fernando Torres. Roberto Carlos. He's got away. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to dink it in. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that plummets the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk. And Hakimi. Robertson. Yildiz. Mbappe. Past the banner. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
And it's Beckham. Baresi. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he finish? Gerrard. And here's Torres. Played out wide. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Milinkovic-Savic. Mbappe. Baresi. And it's Gerrard. Adriano. It's Fernando Torres.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the first 45 minutes are up.
Itu ada suaranya.
Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals. What do you think we're up to after 45
Nanti
minutes?
kita setting
It's been
ya.
a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Kekuatannya sama ini.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Robertson. Robertson goes on a charge down the left. Son Heung-min. Picked out Milinkovic-Savic. Now that
Ini
is
kita masukin suara supporter
goals.
Persib Bandungnya lagi.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Baggio. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
PK. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. That's a good run down the left. Yildiz. And here's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min with the cross.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those breaking passes just to spread the play.
Ambil bola sih.
Van Dijk gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Maldini. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. He is through here. They've switched it over to the other side. Beckham has it out wide and in space. It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's been taken short. And he's whipped it across. It's Roberto Carlos! And he has kept it out somehow.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Beckham plays it short. Baggio carrying after the ball here. Adriano. And it's Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi. Mbappe.
Offset long.
And he's straight offside. Get a throw in. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. PK. Pirlo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yildiz.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Offside.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Gerrard. Works it forward. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Made out to the left flank. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And he's quick to snatch it back.
This is what good chemistry is all about. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And here's Beckham. Mateus. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Roberto Carlos. Hakimi does really well to win the ball there.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Messi tries making a foray down the right. Hakimi looking to get on the end of this. But he's certainly onside here. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. That'll be a throw-in.
Masih susah nggak?
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Kayak analog kanan
He's
aja.
going to need 30 more minutes.
Ini
No
fungsinya
winner after
analog kanan
90.
ini untuk ngebantu aja.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the
Nggak sering
atmosphere is
dipakai
really
ini.
buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
Chance in football.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. Milinkovic-Savic. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hakimi does well to get it back. And here's Messi. Piqué gets it away.
Substitution.
Corner number 2 then. Milinkovic-Savic goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's good play from him.
Oh, sweet feet. Van Basten. He's a sharp little ball.
Licin kali.
Finally! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
So the first goal of the game.
Licin kali pemainnya.
Pirlo. Maldini makes the interception. And it's Pirlo. Rijkaard. Mateus looking for the runner. It's Van Basten! He scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
In.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look...
Extra time reaches half-time.
And now to all members
Yeah,
of the crowd,
it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? And we are already back underway. They have played themselves to a near standstill. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Right, should really have closed the game out then, and this could come back to haunt him.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been cut out, well played. Son Heung-min, who's on a run down the left wing.
Might want to be careful there.
No foul, says the referee. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Have his name on the score sheet, of course. Ball's gone out of play.
Silau, silau.
Van Dijk. Robertson could try cutting inside here. So, third corner of the game. And Baston clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pinches it off him. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Coba lagi.
And that will be it. So that is it. The end of the road. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Pertarungan lawan yang tak seimbang ini lontong. Rp2.000, 500 lawan 3.000. 100. Dan prize Sabang itu ada prize apa? Vespa. Tahun depan pas PS5. Kencang-kencang semua pemain orang ini musuhnya nih. Legenda pula ya. Dan gamenya semua original ini. Oke, bacakan aku.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world. We have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required.
Bukan nggak berani, buat apa coba?
And nobody
Itu kan game bajakan ini.
can hide from the truth about how much this game
original lah. Masa main game bajakan? Malu lah.
And passion.
Ada harga diri lah.
Well, if you did just
kita hormatilah orang yang udah buat game. Beli gamenya. Jangan beli yang bajakan. Apa itu game bajakan? Beli yang original lah.
Perfectly measured that.
Biar beradab dulu.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive.
Lontong.
Terrific header.
Cepat kali bangunnya.
What a wonderful goal.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defense saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On
sama dengan
heels rather than
penjahat itu kalau
toes.
buka usaha,
nggak
usah berusaha beli PS untuk pemakaian pribadi tapi pakainya yang hand.
And it's obviously etched in his mind.
Bisa beli PS harus bisa beli gamenya lah. Masa beli yang bajakan? Malu lah. Makanya dunia game jarang ada game-game yang game-game story bahasa Indonesia karena kita nggak dianggap. Banyak kali kita gunain bajakan. Belilah game, ngapain bajakan-bajakan?
Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yildiz. Son Heung-min, he is wide and looking to get onto this.
Juga nggak berani pes. Sering panas yang jelas kalau hand itu.
Oh, that's such a good
beli game ori lah.
Please.
Masa bisa beli PS nggak bisa beli game? Bagus nggak usah beli PS-nya.
Adriano. He races.
Lagi lontong. Ini ulang-ulang nggak konsentrasi.
And again, they simply
beli game ori lah. Belum ada duitnya ditabung. tabung. Jadi kita sekalian belajar mengendalikan hawa nafsu. Kalau aku memang punya prinsip, daripada beli yang palsu atau bajakan, apapun itu ya, aku mending beli sesuai dengan uang yang aku punya. Misalnya baju, nggak bisa beli yang ori, misalnya kan, ya udah nggak usah beli merek itu, beli aja yang biasa-biasa aja tapi asli. Terus aku juga manusia yang nggak suka namanya barang-barang thrift, barang-barang bekas ya. Apa merek-merek tapi awak beli bekas. Barulah. Ini jangan dipaksain ya kan, gitu dia. Biar maju peradaban Indonesia. Kita biasakan jangan pakai game-game bajakan gitu, barang-barang bajakan. Kita lebih suka main PS4 ori. Kita harus menghormati pembuat. Iya betul itu, udah bikin gamenya susah-susah, pakai acting biar bagus, masa langsung bajakan. Betul itu. Kembalikan ke diri kita, Emo. Seandainya Emo punya developer game, gamenya udah dibuat, banyak yang suka, kemudian lebih banyak yang pakai bajakan pada yang beli, pasti marah, nggak terima. Jadi kita harus adil pada diri kita sendiri dan pada orang lain. Makanya rental orang yang usaha pakai misalnya game bajakan itu dia nggak otaknya, akalnya itu nggak sampai ke situ. Belum lagi kalau orang yang percaya akan Tuhan ya, itu kan zolim namanya. Sementara kalau orang Islam dilarang berbuat zolim pada siapapun. Sama dengan pencuri itu. Kan mencuri hak kekayaan intelektual orang lain itu namanya. Sama dengan pencuri itu. Yang bodohnya kan harga PS4 hand itu lebih mahal daripada yang ori. Seandainya dia pakai otak, orang yang mau beli PS4 hand itu, dia beli yang ori, selisih uangnya dia bisa belanjain game. Orang game di PlayStation Store murah-murah kok sekarang.
Is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
Kalaupun ada game yang mahal kadang wajar, karena game bagus.
And running already.
Otaknya nggak dipakai.
Torres, always onto this, and he's onside. It's Adrian.
Itu manusia-manusia yang mirip-mirip sama yang dibilang Buya Hamka. Almarhum Buya.
It didn't quite come off on this
Kalau
occasion.
hidup sekedar hidup, babi pun hidup. Kalau kerja sekedar kerja, monyet pun kerja. Itulah, kalau cuma sekedar cari uang ya itu udah mirip-mirip binatang lah. Dipakai akalnya sebagai manusia. Itu pilihan. Masing-masing orang beda-beda prinsipnya.
And it's played forward. Can he get it through? And it's messy. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Ala bodinya jelek kali nonton.
Oh, he's through the middle. Fernando Torres gets through a big chance. He's there. All right.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defense saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Aku punya teman yang punya PS4
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Tapi bajakan. Apa-apa,
So the game's
itu
first
pilihan orang.
significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Kita nggak perlu ikut-ikutin orang. Kita harus punya nilai-nilai sendiri. Lontong lagi lah. Kita harus punya nilai-nilai yang kita pegang sendiri. Nggak perlu kita ikutin orang. Apalagi misalnya yang dia buat itu nggak bener gitu kan. Biarin. PlayStation Store kan sekarang harga gamenya juga nggak mahal-mahal kali juga. Ada beberapa game lah yang mahal-mahal kan. Tapi ya game-game yang asik juga. Macam The Way Out. Ini hari harganya jadi 100.000. Way Out. Kemarin bundle lagi. Text 2 sama The Way Out. Jadi 300 ribuan. 300 sudah dapat 2 game. Terus bisa beli game Blu-ray-nya, disknya. Cari yang second. Kalau yang baru pun sekarang banyak yang murah juga. Tekken 7 aja sekarang harganya kalau baru itu sekitar 250-an. Kasetnya bisa dikoleksi, kalau udah bosen bisa dijual lagi. Apalagi Assassin itu harganya lagi diskon gede-gedean itu. Mau main game apa lagi? Banyak game. Jurassic World Evolution 2 itu harganya lagi 69.000 di PlayStation Store. Kalau yang suka dinosaurus, beli. Kalau Tekken memang masih mahal kalau di PlayStation Store. Dan aku bingung mereka nggak sayang sama PS4 mereka karena mereka bikin ori jadi hand dan pas temanku yang PS4 ini PS4-nya rusak karena pakai hand. Iya. Lebih gede kecenderungan rusaknya karena kan firmware-nya itu udah bukan bawaan. Udah dihack gitu. Dia panas, sering panas.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions.
Janganlah, kita harus punya integritas. Menggunakan game-game ori, bukan game-game bajakan, itu salah satu bentuk integritas kita sebagai manusia.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
Pirlo, dasar kali Pirlo. Harus punya
Here.
integritas. Itu yang membedakan kita sama binatang ya kan.
Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his
Harus
pocket.
punya
It's just a
integritas.
stern lecture. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And that'll be a goal kick.
Masa kita nggak malu pakai game bajakan?
Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker,
Aduh, nggak
great
lepas bola
footballing
itu.
brain, set piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Robertson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Maldini cuts out the pass. Piqué. Torres chasing after it. Son Heung-min. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Christian. Defending of the desperate variety. Van Dijk. That has not gone well. That'll be a
Kampung
throw.
kebanyakan FPS-nya itu karena mereka bilang menunjukkan. Ya karena belum ngerti, nggak ada yang edukasi. Nggak ada yang edukasi.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Yang edukasi nggak ada. Pemikirannya belum sampai ke tahap itu.
Muscular approach does pay
Belum
off here.
memikirkan itu, apalagi yang muslim misalnya kan. Apakah boleh gunain yang barang-barang bajakan kayak gitu?
And it's Pirlo.
Itu kan namanya zolim.
Beckham.
Belum sampai
That's
dan belum
fabulous.
ada yang belum ada yang
Cleared without hesitation.
kasih tahu. Kalau pakai PS4 itu nggak perlu beli game, download aja di
Through here.
internet banyak dari Google
Messi
cari.
making good progress on the right-hand side.
Makanya orang yang beli PS4 itu goblok kalau aku bilang.
Neatly.
Harganya lebih
Messi
mahal daripada yang ori.
offside.
Dia bisa beli sisa uangnya kalau dia beli ori, dia bisa beli gamenya. Kalau yang masih gunain macam di kampung-kampung kataimu itu karena belum teredukasi aja, belum ada yang menyampaikan.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Can he latch onto this? Robertson. Terrific header.
Gila kipernya nih, kalau
And there's a race for
kalau
the ball.
lawan orang udah gol bisa tadi kayak gitu.
Beckham. And it's Beckham. It's Pearley. Gets his pass away. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Karena belum ada yang ngedukasi aja.
That's put paid to a promising move. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Fernando Torres. Beckham. He's through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Son Heung-min. And they can counter here. Mbappe looking to run onto it.
Aduh, Messi.
Having this one clear.
Aduh, kepijit pula.
Adriano.
Apa itu? Halo dunia game. Ada rental PS4 bang yang nggak pakai N, dia pakai ori tapi gamenya banyak bang, sampai aku nggak nyangka berapa game banyak gamenya bang, dan asik bang. Mungkin rental PS4 yang sebelumnya udah tahu.
Adriano looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Iyalah, kalau bisa janganlah pakai game bajakan. Malu lah kita.
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Integritasnya adalah masa bangsa kita mau sampai kapan kita
Hakimi getting this one clear.
sebagai bangsa yang paling
Can he
banyak
get it
menggunakan
through?
game bajakan.
Roberto Carlos.
Mampus hampir.
Not the best of headers.
Belum ada uangnya ditabung. Kalau enggak nanti ditunggu diskon. Gitulah caranya.
Adriano.
Mahal. Gak usah kau main game kalau mahal nggak bisa beli lontong gitu.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Milinkovic-Savic. Hakimi. Messi. He's looking for the runner here. Maldini deals with that comfortably.
Tapi aku pengen main game. Itu namanya kau maksa.
It just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts.
FC kan? FC maksudnya kan? Dunia game. Main. FC 25. Dulu main FC Mobile. Cuman nggak sanggup mataku main
It's
game
Fernando
mobile.
Torres. He's beaten the
Faktor
last
Rusia.
one.
Lontong ini bahaya.
Chance if he can get through. Oh, shooting chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Cuman aku lebih senang main eFOOTBALL ini daripada main FC. Feel-nya itu.
Great defending, strong and
Kalau
determined.
untuk konten dan lain-lain aku akui. Kalah eFOOTBALL sama FC 25. Kalah kemana-mana lah.
Carlos. He gets big.
Jauh kalahnya eFOOTBALL sama FC.
It's quite a show he's putting on
25
here.
ya.
This is excellent work.
Cuman kalau feel ngerasain mainnya ya kok lebih cenderung kemari aku.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
There will be 1 minute added to
Shifted off it. Oh, no joy this time.
Kayaknya cuma lisensi
Free
kurang.
skip.
Iya, lisensi betul. Lisensinya kurang. Bahaya.
He's going to be first to this, and it's come back out to him.
Terus.
Loose now, and they want to. In he goes again. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And there's the end of the first half.
Sayang lisensi. Wajar lapang game malam itu bikin
No
game
easy
susah,
games
harus
at this
buat
level,
gamenya,
and that is proven
harus
here.
bikin
Neither side any further forward
Iya, betul.
from where they were 45
Wajar,
minutes ago, but it
iya,
is far from
harganya
lethargic, far
mahal-mahal.
from slow, highly engaging.
Susah lo buat game itu. Makanya janganlah kita jadi bangsa apa orang-orang pecundang ya. Maksain diri, beli game bajakan, bodoh kali. Aku aja kepingin main Black Mint Wukong, cuman karena duitku belum nyampe untuk belinya itu, waktu kemarin itu, ya udah sabar aja dulu, nengokin orang main dulu setidaknya.
Well, both sides are eager to get going.
Nggak usah dipaksain.
That it's a good sign. Things are
Karena
about to
sesuatu yang
change.
dipaksakan
We
itu
need
pasti nggak
a little
bagus
more life
hasilnya.
in this.
Roberto Baggio. Baresi.
Di tanggal 21 nih pecinta eFOOTBALL,
Martini.
nanti kita nonton eventnya tuh. Piala Dunia di
Gets
Tokyo.
over and intercepts. And it's Messi. Fiddles it through.
Potong kali, kencang kali backnya.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into
Kalau lisensi aku
vision
nggak gitu
because
kali sih.
he had
Yang penting
good
Inter Milan
options
ada.
around him and he failed to get his head up.
Kalau di game ya, yang penting Inter Milan ada. Di FC kan nggak ada Inter Milan.
Roberto Baggio. He's got
Hampir aja.
and he should have
Ini
done better.
paling
And he knows
susah
it.
berasa nih.
Yeah, it's good
Selama
movement
main
though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Yildiz.
Aduh, nggak ada larinya Yildiz, malah yang dilawan
His
dia.
positioning was spot on. Pirlo. Adriano. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And no, he's seen through all of that.
Ih, si botak ini memang ngeselin aja, dua botak.
Mbappe. Roberto Carlos.
Ulah nih.
Lots of
Oh, enggak. Segitiga lagi.
fine stop from the keeper.
Fernando Torres is offering a right
Empat tangan
smile
ini
there.
segitiga. Botak nih, susah nih.
They've played it short.
Woi, maju, maju, maju.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely intercepted.
Kali.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And it's Fernando Torres. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
He's fizzed it forward.
Ih, nggak habis-habis orang ini datangnya.
Adriano. Roberto Baggio. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's had a go. And the ball's come loose here. In for the pieces.
Mantap.
And he has...
Nggak, ini aku lagi ngerjain misi.
Yeah, he was
Bapak
well
bilang
placed to
game
deal
bapak
with that.
beli gamenya pas adikku sudah bang, nanti aku suruh dia beli game PS4-nya mungkin aja, tapi yang seru karena bapak udah bilang. Lagi jalanin misi Bang Renaldi nih. Misi ulang tahun 30 tahun.
Beckham with the short
Lawan
one.
bot yang superstar ini. Tontong pemainnya.
Roberto. Mighty effort. They've got to be quick to recover
Pemainnya
this.
jago-jago kali.
That's really well
Legenda.
cleared. And here's Baggio. He's had it.
Botak kan.
Just the
Lontong
pick me
ini.
up the whole game needs.
Belum lagi OVR-nya
There
kalah.
just wasn't much of a gap to
Tapi
begin
itu
with,
adalah
and to
sebuah
find it, I
tantangan.
think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
PK.
Satu orang
He's going to be
empat, bayangkan.
disappointed with that.
Berkali nih
And
mainnya
here's
nih.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, sweet feet. Milinkovic-Savic. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Son Heung-min.
Keep calm.
Ali.
And carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Substitutions taking place.
Colok-colok pun tak bisa, kalah larinya.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Cruyff to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
And Dijk gets across to intercept that. He's had a fair tumble
terlambat.
under that challenge. Pirlo. And it's Beckham. Oh, that's delightful. Climbs up big.
Bang, aku ada serapan nanti. Oke, serapan dulu, Emu.
So good. They have breathing space. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mainnya superior kali nih.
Pirlo. That has been slung wide. Roberto Carlos. Oh, smashing header. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
That's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Roberto Carlos.
Botak ini kan.
That looks a cracking ball. Robertson. Gently done. And it's Son Heung-min. Beckham gets a foot in here.
Ingat, jangan jadi orang korupsi game orang. Bukan korupsi, pencuri. Kalau yang main bajakan tuh mencuri. Ya lah ya, mirip-mirip korupsi juga lah ya, sama-sama penjahat itu.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Reds one in.
Asli ya, pening ngelawan ini pun paling susah nih.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Bayangin pemainnya OPR cepet semua lebih. Kasih pula AI-nya otak superstar, mampus.
And that is as far as it goes.
Pemain legendaris ini.
So that is it. The end of the road.
Pemain legendaris ini, telur kodok. Pemain legendaris ini. Harus 20. Berat. Football nih, sekarang game bola yang bisa jadi tempat buat jadi pemain jadi atlet e-sport. Dalami yang hobi-hobi ya kan, yang masih muda. Jadi biar jangan cuma sekedar main game. Zaman aku dulu nggak ada, zaman kayak sekarang kalian ini ada tim e-sportnya. Mungkin dulu waktu kalau masih mudanya ya, masih remaja lah. Udah ada mungkin udah jadi atlet e-sport aku. Zaman kami dulu nggak ada. Main game ya gitu-gitu aja untuk senang-senang. Sekarang bisa menghasilkan, bisa punya masa depan.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game, it's a mighty effort!
Baru main.
And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
I can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
One of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well read. The danger is averted. Beckham. PK.
Aneh kali juga AI-nya nutup ruang.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Picks out City chance.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Sebut apa-apa kayak gitu.
So, a breakthrough already. Milinkovic-Savic. Now it's Torres. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Skims one in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Beckham. Son Heung-min. Mbappe.
Well, I wouldn't
Macam ada
quite
nos nyapitnya,
advise they
Pak.
should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Hakimi. Messi. Khan gets rid without sophistication. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. And the shots!
Mampus.
Again, in double quick time.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Gerrard. That's Maldini. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Carlos. Adriano. Wriggles his way through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Beckham making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, smashing header!
Paling
Just off target.
ini.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Reds one in. He's found a way through. Robertson can get it clear.
Aduh,
Milinkovic-Savic with a fine tackle. Has a goal!
set.
Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Baresi. And it's Fernando Torres. And he's Nutty ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure.
It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Up in no man's land. And now, who's going to be first to this? That's a corner. Yes, it is. And it's been taken short. Big header! It's in. And it looks to be very much like it.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Robertson. Somewhat off target. Beckham. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And here's Beckham. Son Heung-min. And that has put paid to that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's Beckham. Firmly met.
Memang perbedaan fair
Has
pemainnya.
been indicated.
Played it. Slides up big. Donnarumma is there to clear. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Should have made it for...
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Keeper has taken decisive action. There's the
Berat
whistle for
jadinya
half-time.
karena
The contrasting
Awalnya
fortunes here could not be much more stark.
kali.
All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. And
Tapi
across the other way,
sebelah
there is nothing short of absolute defection.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Here we go again.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
PK. Adriano. Stood up well to him there. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk. Yildiz. And Milinkovic-Savic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Some resolute defending there. Baresi. Gerrard. And it's Fernando Torres. Roberto Carlos. Cristiano Ronaldo. Son Heung-min. That's been intercepted. Beckham. Roberto Baggio. It's a goal kick.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Messi. And he's cleared it back out.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Just about up to the hour now. Hakimi. Milinkovic-Savic. Van Dijk.
Well, reception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
It's now, how often do you see that?
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Number 11.
Well, the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. To come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Hello. And it's Baggio. Roberto Carlos. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Baggio. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Baggio. He's shifting through the gears here. Surely out of sight. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Hakimi. Yildiz. Gets a good foot in there. Son Heung-min. That is a brilliant interception. Roberto Baggio. And it's Beckham. Cruyff. Adriano.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Donnarumma will lay claim to that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Pasarnya ke Beckham.
Robertson. And Milinkovic-Savic. Yildiz. Foot in. Adriano.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Baresi gets it away. Gerrard tries to thread one through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's taking no chances there. Son Heung-min. He's gone forward. Robertson. That's a good run down the left. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Substitution on the field.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Number 16, Mateu.
Out of play for a throw.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That is good alertness. Danger averted for now. Baresi played out to the right, and it's played forward. And here's Cruyff. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. But there's going to be another change here. Adriano being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he could feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
So that's it. It is all over. So that is it. The end of the road.
Iya, ada sawah. $500 lawannya buat
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that. I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
That looks a cracking ball. Cut it out. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
And he cuts out the supply. Gerrard. Adriano. Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. Beckham plays it short. And it's Beckham. That'll be a throw. Into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Carlos clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices. Deal with the man or deal with the space.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Maldini.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet because neither attack has turned up.
Beckham. Early ball. And Dyke clears it away. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's nice. Played it. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Yildiz. And that's been intercepted.
Great positioning, so good from him.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Beckham proves just a little bit too strong. Aims beyond the defence. Donnarumma catches it safely. No, that was never going to make it. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He has found a way through.
Gila kalau nggak gol juga itu.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Number 18.
Oke, ini lebih seram nih orang nih biasa nih.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Beckham gets across to intercept that. Beckham. Roberto Baggio. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Torres. That's really well manoeuvred.
Fernando Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Masuk enak ke situ.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Baggio. Chooses to go cross-field. Maldini. Beckham. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Sekarang, Pak.
And it's Beckham. That's tidy.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Aduh,
It could be
salah,
in here.
maksudnya kesalahan saya.
Brilliantly cut out. Roberto Baggio. Beckham.
Ngopi DLUBG biar gak blunder.
Here's
Kasih banyak. Ada.
Torres. Chance.
Untung aja. Ini,
Did the hard part right, but
Ada
left the
kopi nih, apa ada
finish.
kopi nih.
It
Makasih banyak,
didn't quite come
player.
off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
He's found a way past, and he's found.
Aduh, lontong salah.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Messi. That's a clearance, but not much of one. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Please welcome everyone.
Some first-half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moment. He gets big. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a
Wah,
clever
Mang.
pass that flummoxed the
Bahaya,
defence.
bahaya,
and
bahaya.
it could well be revisited, this.
Mampus kok kan.
Son Heung-min.
Oh, Mbappe larinya kok kayak gitu, Mbappe. Bukanya ke samping, Mbappe. Udah tahu si Pique kencang larinya,
Ruffled a few
Mbappe.
feathers, but well dealt with. Milinkovic-Savic. Robertson. Yildiz. Laid back in. That's not going far. Oh, what has happened here?
Ih,
Out of play for a goal kick. Baresi.
jangan.
And it's Beckham.
Biar.
Built as the simple
Wih,
ball
ini
between
tengahnya
the
ngejar.
sides. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Beckham.
Jangan.
And it's Baggio. Whistle
Lontong, Sip.
foul.
Kali ini jalur tembak Beckham ini. Imbe, jangan gol. Bow. Jangan.
Oh, crossbar! It's a decent clearance.
Bagus.
Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
The attendance for this match was 29,514.
Jim, what are you thinking? They're ahead, but he's had a shot.
Bagus.
Loose now, they want to get it
Slow.
back. Big chance.
Imbe.
They are right back in business.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
That has certainly made things interesting. Look, Peter, I was on the fence
Kenapa orang
before the
larinya
ball
kok
was
suka
kicked,
kayak
and
gitu ya?
I still haven't moved.
Roberto Baggio. Mbappe. Milinkovic-Savic. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Baggio. Gerrard. And here's Beckham. Gerrard. He's got away. Cleared away. Mbappe. Decent progress down the left. Yildiz. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Torres. Oh, he's bustling through here.
Umpan tiki-takanya mana abangku?
And he's managed to get
Stres
free.
nih kayaknya nih, umpan kita
And it's
kalontong.
Baggio.
Kalontong, kibe. Toko-toko yang ada nih di ini.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count.
Agak susah
A very
ini.
tasty combination.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, that's not the cross he had in.
Tong. Awas, awas.
Oh, good ball. Adriano was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Clapped up big,
Imbi.
and surely
Kasih
that
harapan
does
aja
it.
Wak, satu.
Perfect time, decisive strike. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Tonton!
So the
Imbi,
lead
Beckham,
now
patahkan
is
kaki,
2.
patahkan kaki.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Beckham with the short one. Yildiz did well to stay calm there.
Wah, si botak. Si botak
Pressing's
memang.
intense, and it's paid off. Beckham looking to get on the end of this. Robertson.
There will be
And
3
it's Son
minutes
Heung-min.
added time.
Fourth official showing that
usah
there
udah.
will be 3 minutes of
Cepat lagi
added
nanti.
time. And Dijk cuts out the pass. Mateo.
Nah, ini bot nggak ada otak ini orang Konami ini
Adriano.
buat event.
And Dijk does well to get it back. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Ada otaknya orang Konami ini buat event ini.
Mateus. Laid back.
Panjang
Modern
banget main di
football
football
for
ini.
you
Ini
and all
event
that
paling
pressing.
payah ini lawan botnya nih.
And that's it. Defeated, dejected,
Tangan
deflated.
dikirim surat
The
orang Konami
ultimate
nanti nih.
disappointment.
Pakai otak lah buat event. Nah, jadi nggak ngereng-ngereng aku gara-gara belum selesai-selesai nih. Tolonglah Konami. Turunin sedikit nih. Nggak apa-apa superstar. Cuman jangan lah OPR-nya tinggi kali. Pemain tuh masih 500. Tolonglah Konami. Dan mau lagi ya. Pikirkan ini. Saya yang main kayak awak ya kan. Levelnya level bawah. Kalau yang jago-jago sebentar ini. Balik. Jadi back. Taruh.
So it is that time. Team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibel spared in this collective chorus. So off we go then.
Kalau dari aroma-aromanya kayak sidel ini.
He's had it taken off him.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter. But with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
Not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's being shifted off it. So that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw
Siapa
nothing
dia,
coming.
katanya?
They just
Messi.
didn't anticipate.
Siapa
On
dia,
heels
katanya?
rather than
Kawan
toes.
Ronaldo Messi. Kau nih Messi sama Ronaldo yang masih ribut. Messi sama Ronaldo ribut kawan.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Kabar-kabarnya Messi sama Ronaldo janjian mau sunat sama-sama.
But the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Jangan membuka Wolver kan. Ayo. Ini lebih gila nih orang nih.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
Get a throw in. And he's intervened well there. Van Dijk. Quality ball.
Aduh, Mbappe kok tarik-tarik Kimbe kau.
Kasih paham abangku.
Just a one.
Slow. Aduh, nggak nampak aku. Kimbe. Kosong lah, hampir aja gol kan. Nampak aku.
Fernando Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option
Ini
with him.
aroma-aroma sidel ini. Hampir satu sama tadi. Kimbe ini. Nggak usah sok sedih kau.
Yildiz.
Mana sayapnya nih?
Son Heung-min. Cross from Robertson. Khan deals with it effortlessly. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply.
Kejar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Piqué.
Ramekan. Hey! Gol! Kan binatang nggak gol.
Beckham. Gerrard. Baresi.
Jangan maju.
Well manoeuvred.
Oke, oke, oke. Out kok. Fuh.
Can he get onto
Stop out.
this?
Yuk, biar macam tipi-tipi tuh, balikkan ke kiper.
Son Heung-min.
Jangan.
Son
Kasih
Heung-min
tuh
goes
tunjuk-tunjuk
for a
kau nggak
charge
tanggung
down
jawab
the
kau
left.
nanti.
That's tidy. Robertson.
This is
Bodohnya si Robertson
and
Kimi ini back.
vicious and adventurous too.
Roberto Baggio. And he was quick to react. Robertson. Son Heung-min.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Bagus, bagus, bagus.
Now this could be a chance. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest.
Oh,
Really
mampus
running
kau.
on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Aduh, Kimi, we mundur.
It's Beckham. Fernando Torres. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mbappe. And it's Son Heung-min. Yildiz. Oh, nicely intercepted. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Yildiz
Mampus.
has given
Main
away a
rap-rap
free
kita, main
kick.
rap-rap kita.
PK. And it's Pirlo. Laid out to the left flank. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. PK.
Kejar, 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 kejar. Musuh terlihat.
That's Gerrard.
Oh, jangan,
And
jangan.
it's Beckham. Roberto Baggio.
Mampus, fuh. Out.
It's a goal kick. Oh, that's a key
Ini
interception.
siapa nih? Oh, umpan ke situ.
And he's
Bahaya,
picked
bahaya,
out the
bahaya.
run. That's Roberto Baggio. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yildiz. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Maybe 1 minute at a time.
Beckham. He's through here.
Ah,
And there's the end of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Please
I
welcome
think on the
everyone.
whole,
Okay,
the team
santai, 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 turunin.
has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
turun ke Mbappe.
Roberto Baggio. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Apa sih?
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Biasa Sid, kan nggak jatuh dia Sid. Main catur lah Sid, nggak mau benturan. Biasa tuh Sid.
Gerrard. Baresi. To Maldini. Roberto Carlos.
Mampus kau kena muka
Just
kau kan.
about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Dari, weh.
Yeah, he's fouled it there.
Sit. Kena senggol ya botaknya sih.
And it's Baggio.
Messi.
Son Heung-min being hunted in packs.
Well, he's been hiding in plain sight, but the opposition have been blind to it until now.
Piqué clears it away.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those breaking passes just to spread the play.
Bahaya.
2,550.
Roberto Carlos.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's just off target.
Sini dia.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Inviting looking ball that. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's got away. Torres. Oh, it's come loose. Roberto Baggio. Beckham. Ball is over the line. Beckham could try cutting inside here. Hakimi getting this one clear.
Woi, mana nih? Ini.
Now, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Such good technique.
Up he goes! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Tahan.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
There's a sharp little ball here. Back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Roberto Carlos. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black box.
Wasit ini kuningin aja semua wasit.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Gerrard. He's had a shot. He scores. It was coming. They had their reward. That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Anjir, kartu atau apa?
Number 18.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier
Number
incident.
16.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Pirlo. And it's Maldini. Mateus. Piqué. Mateus. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Cleared without complication. He's had it nicked away. He's in space and looking for options. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Fernando Torres.
Aset kasihlah sekali lagi.
That is as far as it goes. So that is it. The end of the road. Would you sum up what?
Kali wasitnya, Pak.
Lu butuh gua sih bang buat pemain belakang WKWKW.
Jadi bisa menghadang pakai telur ya kalau ditendang-tendang gitu ya. Pakai kaki ketiga ya. Lontong ini, nggak ada otak ini. Terlaluan botnya nih. Imbe ini. Oh, di kandang, di kandang. Aduh, amang anco kayak gini. Gua CMF aja lah. Ya pakai CMF. Berarti masukin Valverde. Pula lagi dibutuhkan kok menghilang. Valverde dapat. Terus kita nih. Matilah kita main menyerang aja, menyerang.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world. And we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here. PK picks it up from the goal kick. There is from Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Well, played right into his path. It's off target and by quite a way.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Beckham. Ball's gone out of play. Roberto Baggio. Gerrard. Gerrard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe, and he's onside. Mbappe made a good run there. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Roberto Carlos. He's played him through. Oh, it's come loose. Adriano unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, nicely intercepted. So it is still 0-0. Ribéry. Hakimi.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Offset lah.
Messi. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Kita delay Bang Mes.
No, he's not getting past him there. Yildiz. And it's Ribéry. And Hakimi. And here's Messi. And he's there to clear it. Corner it is. And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Maldini gets rid without sophistication. Robertson. Yildiz. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mbappe. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Roberto Carlos. That looks a good ball through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Robertson. Oh, it's Son Heung-min. Ribery. Yildiz. It's lofted through here. Tries to get it clear. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Quality ball. Van Dijk. Inviting looking ball that. He's in plenty of space here. And that's a goal kick. PK. Baresi. Hello. Roberto Carlos. Defending of the desperate variety. Gets into some space. First goal! Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for. Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings. So the first moment of real significance. Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Quick reminder today.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high.
Gua NGELIAT lumayan berasa NGELIAT Indonesia pas main di PILDUN nanti Bangberat WKWWK.
Pastilah.
Well, I think starting this half.
Nggak kebante, ini nggak nampak.
It's run loose. Who's going to get? Oh, it's fallen loose again.
Pastilah, nggak kebantai udah paten itu. Seri aja.
Oh, what a climb!
Asli bang, memang nganang.
This is getting better and better. Straight corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That has been knocked clear. Son Heung-min is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an
Ini
intelligent
belum
run.
tentu lolos
The pass
Indonesia.
just lacked pace.
And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. That's a good ball out wide. Beckham with the cross. Climbs up big. Hakimi gets it away. Son Heung-min. Robertson. Can he get it through? It's out for a goal kick.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And he can clear it away. Not the most accurate pass. Beckham. It's Beckham. Oh, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Oh, smashing header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
The attendance for this match was 28,599.
It's an hour into the second half. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's a throw. Roberto Baggio. And here's Beckham. It's run loose here. Mbappe. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's nice. Now it's Ribery. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Roberto Carlos. And it's Pirlo. Adriano. Mbappe. He's had it nicked away. Piqué. Baresi. Piqué. Roberto Baggio. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Adriano. Gerrard. Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Adriano. Now that's well seen too. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me.
Always onto this. Suarez is flagged
Mana
offside.
ini?
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substitution.
And it's Messi. Hakimi. Baresi gets it away. A good play on the left-hand side here. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. And here's Messi. He's got the shot away. And now they can spring out of defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Adriano! And he's there to make the block. They've played it short. All driven towards the far post. And he's had it. Yes! Done! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Baresi. Deftly away.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here.
Aku nggak tahu.
So now the referee is
Sampai
keeping
bola
his
kok.
cards in his pocket.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Baresi. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That's a good run down the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Khan catches it safely. And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
Pesimis
So that is
2
it,
MGELIAT
the end of the
Indonesia
road.
dilatih Patrick SpongeBob ini KEN
After all of that,
Bang.
Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players. And they never really got
Karena
going.
masih beberapa
I know it can
match.
happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the...
Kalau aku pun nggak naruh harapan besar. Nggak naruh harapan besar sama timnas. Terus terang aja. Kalau aku termasuk orang yang berharap sebenarnya Sintayong tetap dipertahankan. Nanti begitu Sintayong nggak berhasil membawa Indonesia lolos ke Piala Dunia, baru mau diganti. Lawan Jepang aja 6-0 lontong. Katanya timnya begini begitu, analisisnya gini begini begitu, telur kodok. Bantainya. Belum ada lah perubahan yang signifikan kalau menurut aku ya. Belanda cabang Indonesia dibantai sama Jepang. Bisa mulai nggak jelas nih PSSI ke depan ini. Karena ketuanya kan lagi lagi nggak nyaman juga itu. Kalau nggak jelas PSSI kesian kali ya. Pemain macam Jai Itses nanti ya kan. Udah bela-bela bergabung sama timnas.
Hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have a clash of two teams.
Karena masalah
with very
politiknya Erick
similar
Thohir pun
intentions.
lagi
A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start.
Nanggung Desi ngambil Patrick kemarin itu dilalah adanya, cuman dia doang WKWKW.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defense saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels.
Iya, bagus dibiarin dulu Sintayong dulu sampai selesai tugas dia. Piala Dunia nggak lolos baru. Nggak jelas, kalau mau langsung lolos Piala Dunia kenapa nggak sekalian Pep Guardiola aja dibujuk? Lontorkan duit banyak. Karena kan tanggung, prosesnya udah dilakukan Sintayong dari sekian lama kan. Dari timnas yang kita tonton cuman main sama Thailand, sama Malaysia, Piala AFF awak udah senang kali ya kan, walaupun kalah di final. Masuk final udah macam masuk final Piala Dunia, masuk entertainment sana sini, nggak taunya di final KU. Sekarang kita lihat perkembangannya, tiba-tiba istilahnya yang bangun fondasinya dipotong di tengah jalan. Alasannya mau lebih bagus. Nanti setelah Piala Dunia baru rombak semua. Soalnya kita masih ada target yang masih Ada turnamen yang lagi dijalani. Sabar. Nanti
Asli kurang menghargain Sintayong si PSSI.
Iyalah. Bukan kurang, nggak menghargai. Kurang itu masih sopan. Nggak ada otak, nggak menghargai kali sampai gagal penaltinya. Kecuali jelek. Waktu di awal-awal jelek terus. Permainan ya kan, prestasi. Ini U23 aja kita bisa semifinal. Bukan kurang tuh masih sopan, masih nggak menghargai. Mana ada yang instan? Mie aja katanya instan dimasak dulu. Ada mie yang bisa kau makan langsung ada kuahnya ya kan. Kalau mie kuah, ada mie yang cuman kau remes-remes, mau makan mie goreng jadi mie goreng. Dimasak juga. Lip service aja instan itu. Mana ada instan? Dari botol Aladin lah kalau mau instan. Kawan Jepang macam nggak pandai main bola semuanya, Pak. Bule semua yang main beneran.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Passing is crisp and sharp. Laid back in.
Kali kan si botak Carlos itu balik lagi. Messi, kau buka lah. Kau kan pemain sayap telur, ngapain kau ke tengah?
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Local point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Milinkovic-Savic. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Robertson. Robertson who's on a run down the left wing. And it's Son Heung-min. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Mbappe.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Roberto Baggio. Baresi. Piqué. And it's Pirlo. Roberto Carlos. He's going to be disappointed with that. Yildiz. Robertson. And it's Van
Kadang-kadang
Dijk.
kiding-kiding Messi nih. Ngapain kau
And it's
nggak
Messi.
buka?
Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Masuk.
Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Cleared without hesitation. Yildiz.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, what a climb! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the
Mes,
beating
kalau
of the
bola
keeper.
dari sayap wingback back bawah, kau buka, jangan kau masuk. Jangan kau kali aku masuk kau ke dalam.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. Now it's Milinkovic-Savic. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Caught offside that time. Baresi. Now Roberto Baggio. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well timed, excellent interception. Pirlo. No luck with that dink over the top. Pirlo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He gets big! And he's there to get it away. Roberto Baggio. Good, strong midfield running here. There's no flag. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Big chance! Roberto Carlos at his razor-sharp best there.
It's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Number 23.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Milinkovic-Savic. That's a sweet ball that. That has been cut short. Roberto Baggio. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Stood up well to him there. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Roberto Carlos. He has found a way through. He's got full. Good delivery, but no joy.
I thought the wing work was a...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi is onto it in a flash. Milinkovic-Savic, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Referee's given a throw. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
It's a mighty effort!
The attendance for this match was
Son Heung-min
70,987.
tries to get it clear. Son Heung-min. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep full.
Has a goal! Oh, it's come
Bisa kayak
loose.
gitu kan, telur kali, Bang.
Roberto Carlos has found the net here, of course. Beckham is wide and looking to get onto this. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And it's been taken short. Oh, smashing header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And it's Beckham. Oh, it's Roberto Baggio. That is a brilliant interception. He has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Son Heung-min is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And the finish! He hits the net. Threatening to pull clear. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So that's two now without reply.
And you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
The shots! But the last three! It is surely done!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
A case now of complete control. Chance! Oh, extraordinary.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Could be danger here. It'll be a throw-in. Roberto Baggio. It's Son Heung-min. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Real chance here. Roberto Baggio.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ball is over the line.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Adriano. Always going over the top.
Nah, salah.
Oh, given away. Climbs up big. It's delirious. This is utopian. Terrible error. Duly punished. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Hakimi.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And he was quick to react. Roberto Carlos. Hello. He's in plenty of space here. And that's a throw-in. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's...
It's further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering.
And that's it.
Inilah
So
10.
that is it. The end.
Makasih banyak buat yang udah nonton. Yang secara nggak langsung sudah berimpak dan
Somewhat
kita
what we've witnessed, Jim.
Well,
dalam
what
bentuk
can I
kuota
say,
internet dan
Peter?
waktu yang
It
semoga
seemed
impak
like
dan
the
sedekah dibalas
enormity
oleh
of the
Allah Subhanahu wa
task
Ta'ala dalam
got the
bentuk
better of
kebaikan
the
dan
players,
keberkahan.
and they
Makasih juga
never
buat
really
yang udah
got
donate.
going.
Semoga
I know it can
di
happen to
akhir
even the
hayat
best
kelak
of us, but
bisa
that doesn't
husnul
take
khotimah.
away from the fact
Oke,
that
saya
this
Jonan
was
Saman, Black
a
Black
painful
Hamzah
watch,
undur diri.
very painful.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thanks
Terima
to
kasih
Jim. We
semuanya.
both wish you a very good
Selamat
evening.
siang, udah mau siang ini ya. Dan jangan lupa makan.